You're welcome to Remit Trade Academy. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at BTC USDT chart analysis and the SOL USDT chart analysis. Watch the video till the end. If you are new to this channel, please help subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification. Also leave a like for this very video. If you are also new to this channel, check the channel. There are other informative and educational contents that will help your trading method. Let's dive right into today's video. If you watched my previous video, my previous BTC USDT price analysis, this was the area I was expecting price to get to before we see a ride-up, and we see the market will be perfectly well here. And this level as well was my last point where I was expecting market to retrace to. Then if market cross this very area, then we're going to go back right down to this very level. Alright, so I'm going to point out some things here on this very chart in how you can position yourself. So the market move back down, it goes up and then move into this area. Now at this very area, we see a consolidation. Market consolidates and then it's breaking out right now to the upside. So market consolidation here means that there were not enough sellers to push the market right down. So therefore, buyers taking control of the market right now, moving market to the upside. There is something that is very important that I figure out on this very chart. If you bring out your stochastic oscillator, on my stochastic here, I figure out a divergence. There's a divergence here from this point to this very area, and then there's another divergence from here to this very area as well. So we see divergence on the indicator and then on the chart. That means we are expecting the market to go back up. Not only that, if you look at the volume indicator, the volume indicator is dying down. That means there is a reduction in momentum to the downside. In as much as the market was going down aggressively, but we still see a reduction in momentum in this very area. That means market will possibly move up to this very level. And then I also figured out a channel on this very chart. So if I draw my channel from this very level to this very area, and then I place my resistance line. So if you look at this channel, you see this was a very perfect channel on this chart, and then you look at this is where the breakout happened on this very channel, on this very support line. After the breakout consolidation, normally we're supposed to see after a breakout of a channel, we're supposed to see the market right down. But in this case, it was different. We see consolidation, which means the sellers that were pushing the market right down, maybe they are tired or they're out of the market. That means buyer is going to take control soon of the market. So 3 things to point out on this right chart. You see a reduction in the volume indicator, and then you see a divergence on the stochastic oscillator and also on the chart. Not only that, we see a breakout on the channel. Then after the breakout, we see consolidation and the market is moving back up. So where are the possible places you should expect retracement? Because this very move that is coming right in now should pause this area. Around this area, we should expect the market to reject and to come back down, or this very level. If we see a strong move from this very area, then possibly we are going to see a new high in the price of Bitcoin. So that is that for BTC analysis. So let's really look at SOL. Right here, if you look at SOL USDT chart for the past weeks, you discover SOL has been going up, creating new highs. And SOL, which is a SOL token, of the Solana blockchain is a very important token that you can also hold for long term. But one thing very significant here is that at this point, it's not good for you to buy SOL here, because the market has been moving from here to the upside. That means market has been moving from this very area, then up, then that means we should be expecting the market to come back down. We should be expecting retracement. If you look at the stochastic also, the stochastic is already at overbought condition, and then we should expect the market to come back down. Not only that, if you look at this volume indicator here, there was a spike in volume, and then anytime you see a spike in volume, you should always expect the market to retrace. That retracement will give you a nice entry. That retracement will give you a nice entry before you can now take your buy position. So where you should take a trade on SOL is here first of all, and then we should also expect the market to retrace back to this very area. These two areas will give us a nice entry on Solana USDT chart. So two areas you should expect the market to retrace. So the first one is this very level, and then the second one, if we see a further retracement, is this very level. So these are the two possible buy areas that you should look at buying SOL right now. Remember, you can also hold SOL for long time. It's a very nice asset for holding, and by the time this market is going back down, when it's retracing, we also see the stochastic oscillator going into the oversold condition. And if it enters into the oversold condition and the chart is around this area, that will be a perfect time to buy. And also, if it go right down and the stochastic indicator is at the oversold condition, that's also the right time to buy at this very area as well. So these are the two possible areas that you should expect SOL to retrace to. Comes to this area, look at the stochastic and take your possible buy position. So thank you very much guys for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next video.